Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Today it is time to have a look at a new event which is going on in War Thunder and also some sales that are going on as well. Basically, Gaijin is celebrating the Lunar New Year, which is of course the Chinese New Year, with a little event and also some packs which are being discounted. They also did a changelog, so we'll bundle them all into one video just so you can have a look at all of it. The Lunar New Year comes along. It is the year of the rabbit, I believe, whatever that means. And along with it becomes the Lucky Rabbit decal coming to the game. All you've got to do between the 18th of January and the 23rd of January is play 3 battles using Chinese vehicles rank 3 or higher and get an activity of 70% to get this little funny bunny. It's going to be pretty easy to do, so just make sure to get it done. It's not too hard, and the Chinese tree is always one which I'll recommend. I know it's a mix of other tech trees, so if you're a veteran player, it can look a little bit boring, but for newer players, it is very good to get a good taste of a lot of the game. And the higher tiers are getting better and better as it goes along. When we have a look at the temporary available rare vehicle packs, there are a bunch of them. So you have the Type 69 2A, the Type 69 2G, and also the T62 pack. These are all on sale. They are all full price as individual packs, but you can buy the Lunar New Year Bundle 2023 for 50% off. So if you buy all the packs together, you'll get them for $82, which seems quite expensive. By the way, if you do want to purchase anything on the Gaijin store, make sure to use the partner link, which is in the description. You may get an additional discount and then also support the channel and get the tech decal in the game. But the Lunar New Year bundle, even though you get 3 very competent vehicles, I'm not going to review them individually when it comes to this video. They are all pretty high echelon. The Type 69 2A is a rank 5 vehicle, with the 2G and the T62 being rank 6 vehicles. You can actually run them all together in a good MBT lineup, and if you've also picked up the WMA301, which is very powerful at 8.3, you can have a proper good premium lineup when it comes to China. You also have the 122 MTMC, the squadron vehicle which is sat there, which is also very powerful as well. The Lunar New Year, bringing this bundle, I mean, if you have the cash, it's a very, very strong bundle that will be able to get you through a lot of the grind of the Chinese tech tree, but I would say it is a little bit expensive for my tastes. They also have the Chinese starter pack, which is on offer. So this is only $5 since it's 50% off. It comes with the M3A3 Stuart, which is a fantastic starter tank, and also the H81A2, which is available in the Warbond shop right now, and is definitely one I would recommend. You also get premium account for 7 days and 120,000 SL, so I would definitely recommend this pack. The starter packs are always the best value when it comes to the game, and if they're 50% off, then basically they pay for themselves. The premium account pretty much pays for most of the cost of it. So you're pretty much getting, 2 free vehicles on top of it. The M3A3 Stuart's fantastic to use, 2.7, and around those BRs, a lot of nations have these vehicles, and they're all incredibly good. You can also get used to the scouting mechanics if you're not used to them. And the H81 is useful in ground and also aviation. Has a little bit of an issue with an overheating engine, and also a bit of an odd mix of guns compared to some you may be used to, but it also gets a 500-pound bomb, so can be useful in pretty much anything. And if China ever gets naval, it can be useful in that too. So those are the 2 packs which are on offer right now for the Lunar New Year, and also the decal. So make sure to get the decal and then move forward from there. So when it comes to the changelog for the day, update 2.23.0.67, we have a bunch of changes for a ton of different things. It looks like it's very similar to an It's Fixed patch, but not a It's Fixed patch, if that makes sense. Anyway, when it comes to the aircraft side of things, the landscape LOD has been corrected in the aircraft optics, so now a pilot will see the detailed picture of the landscape in the targeting optics as seen in helicopters previously. There was also a bug where after firing and reloading all 9 guided missile blocks, the value settings for salvo mode of suspended weaponry could be reset, and that has been fixed. The Mirage 2000 DR1, there was a bug that made it impossible to detect ground targets at long distances when using a CDLP targeting pod. That's also been fixed. The Latte 298D, so the new little French hydroplane, there was a bug that caused the MLE-33 offensive machine guns to be classified as large caliber machine guns, and that also has been fixed. And for the B-57B, it now gets separate bomb drops on it. So overall, those changes, the only one which I think at least impacts a decent amount is the B-57B, because now if it gets air superiority in ground forces, it's going to be able to do a lot more damage. In ground vehicles, there was a bug fix where the hit indicator sometimes showed the wrong direction of incoming fire. I'm very happy that that was a bug, because I was getting very confused when it was telling me I was being shot from behind, but it was very obvious that the guy was shooting me in the front. This is actually a bug that I've seen a bunch of times in War Thunder's history, keeps coming back over and over and over again, so hopefully this one is finally fixed. There was also a bug fix that prevented external elements from detaching when destroyed, and prevented a geometrical change when hit. So it basically wasn't physically registering the amount of damage that you were taking compared to what was actually being done. And that's always annoying. You know, visually the game has to be on point when it comes to these things so people can understand what's happening to them. And it's nice to see that's been done. Also, a bug where vehicle loss might be displayed incorrectly, for example, crew knocked out because of a detonation of the fuel tank, has been fixed. That would just instead count as fuel tank exploded. I mean, I suppose, feedback on that front is fair enough. So you can kind of work out how not to die the next time. But at that point, it's not a huge deal, but nice to see it fixed anyway. Also, the 103A and the 103Cs, the cheese wedges, a bug that caused the crosshair to be displayed above the aiming circle if the vehicle was on a slight slope, has been fixed. And also another one where the vehicle might move while aiming with hull aiming enabled and a machine gun selected. That's also been fixed. I wonder if, they've put a lot of work into the STRV 103s since their release. They still have their problems, but they're a lot better than they used to be. One of the major issues nowadays is if they are on an angled slope, they still struggle with the whole aiming thing. But apart from that, everything else is a lot better. The PGZ-09, there was a bug that caused the laser rangefinder to incorrectly change aiming distance while aiming at air targets. That has been fixed. Well, that would have been bad, because that's obviously the main thing that it's used for. There was also a bug that caused some decorations of the camouflage section to disappear at certain angles when using the minimal graphics preset, has been fixed. ULQ abusers, doesn't matter, it's been fixed. The ITO 90M, the optical targeting tracking mode, has been added, so that's quite a big buff for the vehicle. It'll make it easier to use. And then also, there was a bug that led to the inability to follow the target when detection radar was turned off. That has been fixed too for the ITO. So, two big buffs for the vehicle. We'll have to see how it goes. The Bradley, or the M3 Bradley ADATs, as it's known, so just the ADATs in the American tree, and also the Canada DATs in the British tree, the maximum operating range of the radar has been changed from 20 to 25k, so you'll be able to see targets a little bit further out. The Vickers Mark III, there was a bug that caused a shift of the aiming points when using commander fire controls from commander sight and SB. That's been fixed too. And also the Khalid, a big bug fix with used modification of coaxial and anti-aircraft machine gun, has been fixed. A huge fix for the machine. That thing, for me, is definitely the meme of the last update. I still don't get why it's 9.0. I don't get why the Chieftain Mark 10 is 9.0. I don't understand what's going on. That part of the British tree from like 8.0 to 9.0 makes no sense to me at all, and I don't think it ever will. The Type 16 MCV, there was a bug with different thickness of radiator grille on the right and left hull sides. That's been fixed. So obviously a massive issue. The naval side of things, so the Newport News, they've changed a few things. The guidance angles and guidance speed of the main caliber turrets, they've been changed. So for vertical guidance, you've lost 5 degrees of gun depression, so I don't think that's going to make much of a difference. The targeting speed is gone to 5 degrees per second instead of 5.2, so a little nerf, and the vertical speed has gone from 10 degrees per second to 8.2 degrees per second. So two pretty big nerfs to the targeting stuff. So swapping targets or bringing targets to bear to start with in a game is going to take you longer, which will be annoying. We'll have to see how much this affects the powerful machine. The PR-183, there was a bug with the armor of the main caliber turrets on the vehicle card that's been fixed, and the Shokutei number 4, the wonderful riverboat, a bug that allowed the gaining of speed to be higher than declared in the vehicle card has been fixed. What? So I can't afterburner out the Shokutei anymore? Very sad. If you've ever played those vehicles, you understand what true pain actually is. The RN Ducadegli Abruzzi, a bug where it's impossible to use spare torpedoes, has been fixed. Well, that's good. Always nice to hear. And 2 graphical fixes. So there was a shadow that might appear near the vehicle after changing graphics settings. That's been fixed. That's very good. There was also a bug where the night sky on low graphics settings could be displayed with noticeable flickering stripes. That has also been fixed. And the last one, the physics on icy surfaces has changed. Ice is now more slippery. So that affects a few maps, but not many. I'm very happy that Surroundings of Volcalamp seems to have been banned out of existence. But on stuff like the new Winter Poland map, which I do actually enjoy quite a lot, maybe this will mean that certain routes that people take won't be as easy to do. A little bit more dangerous. But those are all of the changes over the last day or so. And as always, make sure to get the Lunar New Year event done. Get yourself a cool decal. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And I'll see you next time.
I'd like to thank Forge, Siegebreak, Carrion Crow, Nicholas Richardson, Elove Goat, Pyman, Winter Scientist, Merciless Reaper, Orange Tail, Teddy, Daniel Stanton, Moxie, B. Young, and also Sem Arslan, Wilkski, Uncle Bean, Derek R., Bareen, Lafouche, and Samuel Slick for supporting the channel.